Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nottingham Forest Career Mode. This is episode number 21. Insert dead meme here. And, well, things are looking a bit questionable now for our campaign. If you didn't see the last episode, things have got a little bit problematic for us now. We have not many wins to our name in the last 3 games, I think. I don't think we've won in our last 3 at a minimum. And before that, though, thankfully we had a win, so we need to try and bounce back in the league. But right now, we've got an EFL Cup game away to West Ham. Basically means we're at home, because judging by in reality, West Ham at the Olympic Stadium are absolutely abysmal. And that's coming from a West Ham supporter, so go along with it. Anyway, here we go, EFL Cup. We get a really good opportunity right off the bat with Grojic. Nice passing play, as you'll see in the replay. Starts off with Bentner out on the wing. That's not what he's playing, he was just ran out there. Into Diawara, I believe it is. I think that was his name. But yes, then he gets saved. Now we move on. Bergwijn here making his run. Look at this. Goes all the way. Nottingham Forest is in a tangle. Grojic is there, loses the ball. Big name hits it. James Collins slides in the way. And it's 1-0. Trust something to happen regarding West Ham messing something up for it to be 1-0. Randolph dives down there. Randolph probably would have saved that. But, yeah, he would have saved that looking at it. But, nope. Slides in off Collins and goes in the back of the net. Absolutely dismal. It goes down as a James Collins old goal anyway, so there's no need to worry about a guy whose name I need to learn, getting the goal for it. Meanwhile, second half, Payet here hits it for West Ham's best shot of the game so far. And, well, they were mounting the pressure on heading towards the end, and we started to get a little bit worried as seen here. Look at this, Andre Ayew through on goal, and an absolutely incredible save by Wellenruth is needed in order to keep this one out. Look at this, great passing here. He's one-on-one, and Wellenruth he didn't need to dive, but he dived, and it comes right off his bicep. Thankfully, though, it goes over, and we are able to hold on to the ball. Now we move on. Right towards the end of the game here, Nordvik gets the ball. He's all the way up the pitch. He shoots, and it's just wide, which is unfortunate for them, because it meant the game ended 1-0, and we progressed into the quarter-finals of the EFL Cup, where we'll be playing, of all teams, Rochdale. Yes, I think we're going to be making it into the semi-finals just as comfortably as what we made it into the... Was it the round? No, we haven't made it comfortably anyway in this EFL Cup so far, thinking about it. But let's gloss over that and move on to the fact now that we have to go to Anfield and take on Liverpool. Tough game here, and you can see in the table, Liverpool 5 points behind us, and we need this win. We won 6 in a row, and we haven't won in 3. This is a desperate game for us to bounce back again in, but as you can see, Liverpool's lineup for this game is very strong indeed. It is. However, there was a little bit of me that seemed confident, because with Sturridge and Firmino and Mane on the bench, made me seem as if we could perhaps get a few goals against them, maybe even get back on track with a win. And we went with, as you can see, a fairly strong lineup ourselves. We move on here. This Tyson guy, I've never heard of in my life, but right off the bat, he hits the ball, hits the post even, and then Markovic, who's just come back on loan, absolutely skies it. Now we move on to our attempted first attack of the game, but unfortunately the ball's stealing for us again. This Tyson guy completely free down the wing. He's once again through on goal, but it's Wellenruth again coming to the save, and finally, things got a bit comfortable towards the end of last season maybe, and of course we start off with 6 wins in a row, but finally Wellenruth is being called into action, and he is delivering. What a signing he's been so far. And he's really proved it this season. But now we get a free kick here with Lansbury. He hits it, and it comes off the bar. Osborne misses an attempted scissor kick, and we need to try here and get something going. But unfortunately, Mignolet comes out and gets that in before an attempt on goal can be made. Now, though, as you can see, we are right back on the attack. I think that was that? That might have been Siggraven getting to that. But then Villalba here takes the shot, and oh dear. Trying for that Jamie Vardy goal from a little bit of a closer angle that he scored, I think it was about a month ago now, but that just went dismally wrong. Second half now, we move on. They intercept a free kick here. Sturridge has been on the pitch for about a fart, and already he's through on goal. He's threatening. Pereira thinks he's going to shoot. El Nene thinks he's going to shoot. He puts it into the corner there with such a simplistic little goal. But Wellenruth was glued to the spot. He had no idea when he was going to shoot. It seemed as if the Pereira and El Nene had no idea when he was going to shoot. And as we can see, it results in them taking the goal. So there we have it. It is, as you will watch this now, look at this. He just stops there when he sees Pereira going for it, stops when he sees El Nene going for it, and decides with his left foot to just tuck it into that corner. Nicely done there. Nothing Wellenreuther could have done. Perhaps El Nene or Pereira should have gone for a very controversial tackle, but, you know, it's too late to go back on it now. Osborne here, though, gets perhaps our best shot in of the game with that really strong shot there. You'll be able to see in the replay it's questionable if he should have kept it or not, or whether or not it was going out. But Mignolet makes the save just in case. And now, crunch time, 80th minute, Asa Malonga manages to get through one-on-one, and it goes just wide. Mignolet was beaten, but unfortunately, Asa Malonga could not make it count when it was absolutely necessary. I think he Meggs the defender there, but look at that. Just so close and so heartbreaking. You can see the frustration there from Asa Malonga. And it just wasn't meant to be. We had so many chances towards the end of the game. It was a really, really fun game, it has to be said. But Liverpool walk away with the 1-0 win. And now they're just 1 point behind us in the table, I believe. Or 2, I can't exactly remember the table that we looked at like 2 minutes ago. So there we go. But we come back home for a game against Stoke. I mean, if there's any game to try and get our winning ways back on track, this would be the game to do so. Stoke, though, still sitting in, 8th? We're sitting in 3rd. They are 4 points behind us. So, you know, they could become 1 point behind us if they get the win here. But there's the lineup. Lansbury, the captain. And it's, you know, it's a fairly simple lineup. Wasn't impressed with Villalba's performance against Liverpool. Decided to bench him and put on Big Name because Big Name in the West Ham game played incredibly well. So decided to give him the chance here. Stoke playing their usual lineup, you know, Arnautovic and Shaqiri. They're going to be obviously deadly to deal with. And then Afellay on the bench could also be a threat for us heading, well, when they decide to put on some fresh legs towards the end of the game. Here we go now, 18 minutes in. Osborne with a bit of space. We know Osborne can run, and he's running well. He finds Asa Malonga here. Asa Malonga looking for his second goal. It's saved. Big Name passes it back in, and Ben Osborne gets himself another goal for the club in beautiful fashion. Runs up to the camera to celebrate. It is a nice attack. It was, well, started by one of the defenders. Osborne got the majority of the work done when he ran down the pitch. And Asa Malonga takes the shot here, as we're going to see in the replay. Takes the shot. Big Name then runs, makes a great run in order to get there. And that is Osborne's goal. It looks like it might come off the defender, but in the replay here you can see it goes in between. It might take a little flick off him, but nothing that was going to stop Jack Butland from being unable to save it. Really nice goal from Osborne, and I felt confident that we were going to be able to get our winning ways back on track, because it had been 4 games in the league now without a win. But Arnautovic here tries to bring that to a stop. What a strike, and Wellenreuther has every right to feel proud of that, because if you're watching the replay here, just before it gets to him, it takes a really awkward skim of bounces, but Wellenreuther times it perfectly and gets it right on the palm of his hand to give them the corner. Charlie Adam now going to take the corner. Wants to play it in closer to Shaqiri. What will Shaqiri look for here? We got to try and defend this. It's a set piece attempt. Wellenreuther pounds it out. Affelay's there. Oh my god. What a dreary goal to concede here. Afellay said he was a dangerous threat, and, well, proved it right. It's almost as if I knew he was going to be scoring this goal. Look at this. Osborne should be doing better. Wellenreuther should be doing better. And Richie should be doing better there. All 3 men letting us down. And, well, there's the equalising goal. Stoke right back in this. And look at this now, 90th minute. It stays 1-1. You can see making some desperation subs. Villalba on it. Cam trying to hope they can get the winner. He's 1-on-1. Oh! That's another. That's 5 in a row without a win now. We're going to equalise our tally for wins in a row at this rate. Look at that. Just how can you let that happen at that angle? And you see there for a moment the frustration in Papa Project as he watches that ball go wide. 5 in a row without a win. Wellenreuther completely knackered, to be fair. He's been the best player in a row now for about probably 3 games at this point. Incredible player Wellenreuther's been, and he needs to be it again, because this could be the game to turn all around. West Brom, away from home, decided to sim it because, well, I needed to get 4 games in, and I was in a bit of a rush. But look at that, Big Name getting his first official goal for the club, knocking it in 8 minutes in, and from then on we had to try and make sure that we were able to hold on to this win. Richie gets injured. It wasn't that bad. I think he was out for something like 8 days, but you can see West Brom racking up the yellow cards as they try and get that equalising goal. We seem confident heading forward. It's gonna be an end to this run. We're gonna get a win finally. Berahino, you prick. Maybe next time. That's 6 games in a row with no wins to show. We're still in 4th, thankfully. But yes, 3 draws and 3 losses is going to bring us slowly tumbling down the table. Absolutely gutting result, but that's going to end this episode of Carimo. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.